there's a lot of bands still out there, carrying the torch from the 80s. Well, it's not just us. I mean, look, Slayer's still going, and Metallica and Megadeth, and we just try and be the best band we could be, whether we're playing live or making a record. But I don't feel the burden of, the history of heavy metal riding on our shoulders. All of that being said, when the day comes, like when more of my heroes stop touring, whether that be AC/DC or Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, it's going to be a very strange time. I mean, obviously for millions of people. But yeah, for me personally, I mean, someday when Iron Maiden decides they're not going to play shows anymore, that would be a very strange thing to read on the internet. Maiden says this is the end. I'd be like, what? Can't be. There's never been any mystique about Anthrax. I think from day one, we did a song called I'm the Man back in the 80s. There's never been any mystique about this band. We've always been very, very open about who we are, very much New York in that way. We never felt like we had to be hidden or have mystique or put on some kind of a facade or a mask and only be angry in photos like a lot of metal bands. Or, we're just normal people, and we let our personalities and our emotions show through in everything we do in this band and have forever. So I don't worry about that kind of stuff at all. We do VIP meet and greets, and I look at it this way. If someone wants to do it, do it. We're not forcing anyone to do anything. If Kiss was doing that in the 1970s, I would have robbed a bank to have gotten the money to be able to go meet Kiss when I was 13 years old. So, but they weren't doing that back then because people still bought records. And so, we meet people every day, and people are very happy about it. The people that come, and whether it's because it's their chance to bring 40 copies of all the albums on vinyl and get everything signed finally, or just because they want to shake your hand and tell you what the music has meant to them in their life, whatever the reason is that they want to meet you. And on top of all that, we don't charge very much for ours. It's, I see what some of the bigger bands charge, and I can't imagine, but it's the same thing. Hey, if you've got $2,000 to go meet your favorite band, then why not do that? Because how would you ever get to meet them otherwise if it's that important to you in your life? So it's certainly something I would have done. But now I get to meet my favorite bands usually because we play festivals together. So I don't have to wait in the VIP line. Yes, we would love to work with Lady Gaga. I think we put that out there a while ago, and then when we found out she was doing the Grammys with Metallica, I was like, wow, well, makes sense. They're going to be on a big TV show and do it together. And I actually thought she was great on it. I've said since the beginning, since the first time I ever heard her voice, I always thought, wow, I would really love to hear her sing on a rock record, metal record, whatever. And then our drummer Charlie ended up, meeting her at a show, and they became friends. And she knows all about Anthrax and Metallica and all these bands. Whoever, name the band, she's a metalhead. So that made it even cooler, and the fact that all right, she knows that world, she understands that world, and she could sing the shit out of this kind of music. So I don't know what their plans are, if Metallica has more plans with Lady Gaga or if she has plans with Metallica. But we would certainly love to write a song together, or a whole album. Let us be your backing band. Let us be your backing band, Lady Gaga. We could make beautiful music together. And then the only other thing, if I ever had a chance to play rhythm guitar in AC/DC, I certainly wouldn't turn that down. And I think Stevie Young is awesome, and he nails it. But if they ever just said one time I could have my dream come true and stand on stage and play one song with AC/DC, that would pretty much be, I could retire after that. chose to film in Glasgow because we've had just a great history with the Scottish. Our shows there since 1986 have been always just great. So if we're filming a show, the last thing we want to worry about is the audience. So we already know in Glasgow what the audience is going to be like. And we love the venue there, the Barrowlands. It's a very classic old venue. And it was far enough into the tour where we would already have a week of shows, you know, having played for a week and gotten used to the new set and all of that. And also the company we were using was based in the UK. So that also had something to do with it.